Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Is This You, my weekly oracle reading for the collective. I'm lisaastonmichael. I am psychic medium and animal energy healer, and this week's theme is all about acceptance. And quite interestingly, in my meditation this morning, I asked for some guidance as to what I could share with you today. And Praying Mantis actually presented himself to me, and I thought that this was really quite interesting, considering I'd already thought about the theme being acceptance. Because if I share a little bit about what Praying Mantis says to us, he says that when our focus is locked and linear pathways of logic and prediction are blocked, we dismiss how many timelines of possibility there are, and how we can access those different pathways in our life, because sometimes we can become so confused and get out of alignment with where our path is actually leading us. And so when Praying Mantis comes forward with his medicine, he's really asking us to engage more deeply with the present moment. And in order to understand our future potential, we really have to understand what this present moment means. And sometimes it can be very difficult, because as human beings, we always want to control everything. We want to control the outcome, and our monkey mind gets in the way, and we want a specific outcome for something. So we try and, manually gear it towards the outcome that we want. But what we don't understand and realize at the time is that quite often that thing, that situation, that issue that's presenting itself at that time that looks icky or uncomfortable or wrong is often what we need to go through, or what we need to learn, what we need to experience for the next step. So basically, Praying Mantis is saying to us, are we letting our fears block the next step? I know I'm certainly guilty of doing that. And for many of, if you've come from a background of survival, where you've basically needed to be your own warrior, your own protector, have your own sword and shield, and always on the guard for everything. Maybe in your earlier life, you really only had yourself to trust and rely on. Maybe the ones that you loved let you down. Maybe the ones you loved the most hurt you. So you've built up this guard. You've built up this protective wall. And of course, as much as that protects you, it also creates a fear-based environment for you, because everything you react to and respond to comes from fear and protection, because that's how you survived. But Praying Mantis says to us now, what we need to be doing is looking at that present moment, where we're at right now, what is happening for us, and asking ourselves that beautiful question, how is this happening for me, rather than why is this happening to me? So how is this happening for me opens up answers and possibilities. And I often find a great way to get an answer for something, to really dig deep into the pit, the really the real meaning of what is happening to you right now, is to write write that in a sentence. Write out what's happening to you right now. So it might be, why did I'm feeling very bad because my friend let me down. And then the next thing you write is why, and then answer that, and then why, and answer that, and why, and answer that. And more often than not, you'll come eventually to a point that gives you the answer as to what happened and why. And you'll often find that there's a meaning or a teaching or a lesson in that moment. So that's a beautiful message from Praying Mantis this morning. And I'm going to move on now to our reading for today. This is the weekly oracle reading for the collective, and I do use the angels and animals Angels and Ancestors Oracles from Kyle Gray. Also the animals, because of course Praying Mantis came forward for us this morning. So let's have a look at what's coming forward for everyone this morning. And if you want to go deeper for your own reading, just reach out to me at lisaastonmichael@gmail.com and put Oracle in the subject line. And very affordable. It's a 15-minute reading that usually goes on for about 20 minutes or so. And you can have it either via email or live reading with me, okay, via Zoom. Anywho, let's go and see what the cards have to say for us today, for all of us. And as always, I say, in the name of light, let this guidance come from the highest source and be for the very, very highest good of all concerned. Okay, so the first card I turn over is the Druid. And the Druid is all about holding the space. And again, that kind of sits in with this theme of today of acceptance. Hold that space. Don't be afraid. Don't run off. Don't run away. And, you know, we are animals, so we do have that instinct to run away from things that we don't feel comfortable about or we don't feel that we're safe in. But the Druid says, hold the space. So let's have a look and see what his higher guidance is. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes at this time. Stand strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. I just find this incredible, you know, with the guidance that I get and the animal spirits information, and then we have the cards, and it just cements it all together, doesn't it? So when the Druid appears, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to a state of trust. Your higher self always knows the right way for you, and you just need to tap into that. Okay. So don't change any plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. So, yes, this is very much speaking about standing in your power and accepting what is going on around you and trusting that you didn't just land here. You didn't get dropped by a bird and just grow. Hello, Monty, in the background again. You came here with an intention and a purpose. And your higher self knows that intention, even though you may have forgotten it. Your higher self knows that intention and also knows that purpose. And all you need to do is drop into that within yourself, go to that place, and you can do so through meditation. And I do have a meditation in my YouTube channel that I believe you can go to, and that will take you to that space. So let's have a look at the next card here. And so the Druid is saying, hold your space in the physical realm, in your mind and your thoughts. Hold that space. When something comes along that frightens you or makes you feel uncomfortable or feels bad, hold that space. Your higher self now is guiding you to dream and journey. Dream and journey. So this is the drum. Okay. So if you can accept yourself and accept the present moment as it is and what is happening for you in the present moment, then you are able to visualize what it is that you want to manifest. But you can't do that if you haven't accepted yourself in this current moment. That makes sense, right? How can you move forward when you're spinning around and around in one spot, which is what happens when we don't accept the moment that we're in. So the drum says to journey inwards, to uncover insights and information that will be important for your path. Then follow the guidance. You are very connected to other worlds at this time. And if you're watching this video and you have been, or you are a client of mine, whether it's a psychic reading or a mediumship setting, or I've worked with your animals, then I know that you already have that spiritual awareness. And so I also know that you are connected to your higher self and, of course, to other beings, spirit guides, your loved ones in the spirit world. And there's much changing in our world at the moment as well. But I won't get into that. That's for another time. So you're very connected to other worlds at this time. The wisdom and intelligence of the earth and her magic surrounds you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared the cobwebs and dust from your inner vision. What you have seen in your dreams and inner vision is not imagination, but guidance, particularly if it has been coming to you repeatedly and has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true. Know it and live it. Now, those of you who know Dolores Cannon, she is deceased now, but Dolores created the hypnotic deep trance, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but I'm sure some of you know it. And in her development of hypnosis, she actually stumbled across taking people back to the time between lives. And Dolores actually says that, and she has evidence too, that if you are able to dream it or imagine it, it must happen. It must happen, because for you to be able to dream or imagine, it must already be in creation. You're simply manifesting it into the physical. So that is our reading for today, and I thank you so very, very much for joining me. Again, I'm lisaastonmichael. You can reach me at lisaastonmichael.com. And if you want to go deeper for your own reading, just email me, lisaastonmichael@gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful weekend and Easter, and I look forward to our next reading. Bye for now.